Well, it's been a bit of a crappy week actually. So we had our vaccines last Friday, that's a week ago, so we've been feeling generally unwell, just not really ill, but feeling achy, headaches and stuff like that going on, but both feeling not too bad today. So able to make this video for you to show you what we've got planned. We're going out to the DIY shop today because what we notice a lot of people do, just take you down to this next boat here and show you the sort of thing that we're planning. A lot of people put storage boxes on the roof. I'll show you this, like this, just a little storage box, and a lot of them are made out of decking board, which seems to be the way to do things now. The decking board that's pre-treated and good for outside use comes in 2.4 meter lengths, which is great because what we're going to do is put one here, and the gap between here and the sort of end of the rail here is 1.2 meters. Well, it's a bit bigger than that, but a 1.2 meter board will fit in there. So when we buy a length of decking, that will mean that we can get two boards. And what I'm intending to do is make this box 2 boards high, so they're about that wide, so it'll be maybe up to about here, which is just below the level of the height of the solar panel, so we know that we won't ever have to take it off, so it can be fixed in place. Because the boat, actually the depth of the boat from the waterline up is quite high. It's higher than a lot of boats, and if you look at the boat next to us, you'll see the height here is a bit lower than that. We're maybe higher than the boat next on the other side as well, so it's quite a tall boat. There's not much in it. And why that makes a difference is that there's a lot of tunnels that you have to go through, and you know, yes, the water level in the canal makes a difference, but it doesn't change that much that often. It does if there's a lot of rain or there's a blockage somewhere, the boat can rise up, and it did actually here a little while ago. The boat, the step out here, we've got this, so the step in where we sort of step over was sort of up to here, so it had risen maybe about a foot of extra water right across the whole canal system, well, this bit anyway. So we're thinking we're going to put a storage box there. There is space for another one down this end, so we put another one between these two mushrooms on the roof. That's about a 1.2 meter as well, and at the front maybe we can get another one. Now what a lot of people do is they put solar panels as lids on them. Not sure if we're going to do that, because Wendy wants to have a place that maybe during those long summer days we can get up on the roof, and it's quite easy to get up. We use this little step to step up onto here and then up onto the roof, and you can walk right along. and that might be a nice place just to go and sit with your sort of legs dangling over the edge, as it were, and sort of enjoying a nice bit of sunshine on a summer's day on the canal. So we're going to go off to, I think we're going to go to B&Q today. The boards are they're £3.75 each, and I need 4 to build the box frame, and then a bit of plywood for the bottom. I'm not sure what to do about the top yet. I'll maybe decide, maybe put decking boards on the top as well. So I'll need to buy another 5 or 6 for that as well. So it's going to cost about 50 quid in materials. It's not too bad for a roof box, because when if you bought a pre-made roof box, type that go on car, and some people do use those, it would be a lot more expensive. Anyway, we're off to the DIY. We've driven out to the B&Q locally, and what we found is that they don't have any decking boards in stock. I looked online, it said they had them in stock, but I didn't check. But there you are. But we didn't only come for the decking boards. I managed to buy a little aerial socket that I needed for the TV aerial, and also some replacement insulation for that little damp patch on the roof in the lounge. So I'm just drying that out. It was the insulation was absolutely soggy, so I've pulled all that out. I'm going to push the new insulation in. Hopefully that'll work. This is the hole in the roof, and that's the that bit there is where the damp was coming through. It was all very wet inside there, and all the this stuff, it's this sort of rock wool, or glass fibre, I don't know what it is, insulation was all sopping wet. This bit's dry, but I've bought some new stuff that's still in the van, because I'm waiting for this to completely dry out. It's sort of it is drying out as as the boat is warmer, the weather's warmer, there's less condensation, because that just right there, so that much, there's only sort of that much maybe of insulation all through the roof, so it's not very much, but once that, it is feeling a lot drier than it was day before yesterday when I took the insulation out, so it is drying out pretty quickly. But once that's quite dry, what I'll do is because I took insulation from right back here, so there's quite a bit missing out of that whole patch, but I bought a roll, so there's plenty that I can shove back in, and just make sure that is well insulated. And I think what I'll do is I'll just I'll get a piece of wood that I can pop into that hole, just to make it look a bit nicer, because it was an old I've got it here, this old sort of speaker grill, sort of screwed to the ceiling, and it never worked, not connected to anything. So I'm just going to sort of leave that off, cover it up with a piece of wood, and then maybe try and match it in. I don't know, my carpentry skills are not to a level where I think, oh yeah, that'll be easy. I think it'll be quite difficult for me to sort of match it in, but it might, it might work. If it doesn't, it's no worse than it is at the moment, because it's just a blooming hole in the ceiling. As you can see, that it's just that hole in the ceiling with a black mark on the wood. But I just, maybe I'll get a bit of decorative, I don't know, a bit of wood there just to put over, because we do have other holes in the ceiling like that there, and that is a standard thing, because that goes right out. It's covered by one of those brass mushrooms, so we should be. It should be all right. I think I can fashion something, but the weather's not too bad. It's a bit chilly now, a bit later in the day, but we've got things going on. I'm sad that I couldn't get the wood, the decking, because I would have really liked to have started on building that tomorrow. I might search out another DIY shop. Maybe I can get it over the weekend. But this is a Friday afternoon at the marina. It's really quiet. Lots of boats down there. That's the entrance to the canal there. We actually did go out on an electric boat yesterday. We only went down. It's about 10 minutes down that way to what's called a winding hole, where boats can turn around. So there's a cutout in the canal bank where boats can sort of put the nose into and then swivel round and come back out. And we were just going down there with Andrew, who's in our support bubble. And we went out just for 10 minutes yesterday because he was trying his boat out. He hadn't been out in it for a long time, and he just wanted to give it a run. So, and that's all. The marina allow us to do that, just to take a boat out to the winding hole. But it's called a winding hole, apparently, because that's where the old style canal boats with horses used to use the wind to help them turn the boat. I don't know whether that's true or not. I heard that somewhere, but there you are. When I first saw that, I would call it a winding hole, but it isn't. It's a winding hole. There you are. So there's a bit of trivia about the canal network, and even more trivia about our ceiling. But there you are. Anyway, hopefully next week, or this coming week, will be a bit more exciting and things to do. I think what we do is tune in next week, and we'll do another tour of the motorhome, of the new van. People have been asking for that. We did do a quick tour around. There's not really much else to see. We have started to put things in and get it all sorted. So yeah, tune in next week for that. See you then.